How you doing, Mr. DJ on the 70s YouTube, on my 70s YouTube channel? Let's talk about David Soul. The week of May 28, 1977, Billboard's Hot 100. David Soul appears twice on the Hot 100. Let's go to it right now. Let me bring up well, I got it right here in front of me. Some of the big hits that you might remember from Billboard's Hot 100 that week: Hello Stranger by Yvonne Elliman, the Barbara Lewis record, Undercover Angel by Alan O'Day at number 14. That would go to number 1. Hot Angel in Your Arms This Morning, Be the Devil in somebody else's arms tonight. Ooh, my goodness, we're Main Street by Bob Seger at number 25. But some of my favorite ones are the more obscure ones. Uptown Festival by Shalimar. They did a lovely medley of those old Motown records set to a disco template. And a Drizzy Brothers, Slow Dancing, Don't Turn Me On. Yes, God. It's a fantastic record. I appreciate that one more now than I did back then. And High School Dance, cranking dance record, cranking boogie record by the Silvers at number 29. The Silvers, Boogie Fever in the spring of 76, Hotline in late 76, early 77, and we get into High School Dance on this Billboard Hot 100 in May of 1977. But let's go down to song number 58 and song number 60, Occupied by David Soul. Heartthrob. David Soul of Starsky and Hutch. Don't Give Up on Us at number 60, down from 47 the previous week. It was number 1 on Billboard's Hot 100 for 19 weeks. Now at number 58, it's moving up, but gradually it would peak at number 54. It didn't do well here in the States, but in England, a totally different story. Oh gosh. David Soul was on fire in Britain. I'll get into that in just a minute. Going in with my eyes open at number 58, up 2 from number 60. Doesn't look very promising here in the States. Pretty decent record, written and produced by Tony McCauley. I might be mispronouncing his last name, but I'll just pronounce it as McCauley. Tony McCauley goes back. He is a famed, or he was a famed British songwriter. Remember the songs Build Me Up Buttercup and Baby Now That I Found You by the Foundations? Co-written by Tony McCauley. Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes and Nobody Knows But Me? Co-written by Tony McCauley. Don't Give Up on Us, written and produced by Tony McCauley. Don't Give Up on Us by David Soul. David Soul said he enjoyed working with Tony McCauley, and little wonder. Here's the deal. Here in America, Don't Give Up on Us by David Soul, that was his only top 40 hit. The women loved David Soul, particularly the teenage girls. God, a lot of guys hated him, particularly the hard rockers, the rock and rollers. They're like, God, this guy's so sappy. But there's no denying his success, particularly in Britain. His runner-up to that, Going In with My Eyes Open, went to number 2 in England. Written by Tony McCauley. Silver Lady went to number 1 in England. His third single went to number 1 in England. Didn't do diddly squat here in the States. Don't even remember hearing it on the radio here in the States. Maybe a couple of times. It went to number 52 in the States. In England, it was number 1 for 3 weeks. Silver Lady. Let's Have a Quiet Night In by David Soul. Number 8 in England. Went to number 8 in Britain. All in 1977. You could do no wrong. David Soul in Britain. Silver Lady, by the way, written by Tony McCauley and another famed British songwriter. I'll pronounce it as Geoff, Geoff, Geoff Stevens, who wrote There's a Kind of a Hush. He wrote that one, or at least co-wrote it. And Geoff Stevens was the brainchild behind the New Vaudeville Band. He assembled that band. He wrote their big hit, Winchester Cathedral, 1966. These guys, they got a lot of songwriting experience going into this thing with David Soul. Now imagine that. America. You think of David Soul, Don't Give Up on Us? But in England, he had 4 top 10 hits. Actually, I think he had about 5 or 6 top 40s in Britain. Well, let's go to this record right here, right now. David Soul, Going In with My Eyes Open. Not a success story in America. Went to number 57. It was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 7 weeks. But there it is, Lost 45. This jam just tumbled right through the cracks. David Soul on Billboard's Hot 100, May 28th, 1977.